The 16 Days of Activism campaign was initiated during the first ever Women's Global Leadership Institute in 1991, and this year's theme is Unite Activism to End Violence Against Women and Girls. The Sky Mall location was chosen to increase awareness, and there were artistic presentations from Rye Minister and Cindy Celeste. Bureau of Gender Affairs Program Officer William Warner outlined some of the activities for the 16 days.
Tomorrow at Golden Square marks another attempt to raise the profile of the 16 Days of Activism, as the Ministry of People Empowerment and Elder Affairs will join with the Business and Professional Women's Club of Barbados to host an international fair and bazaar. This event has garnered the support of the various partners and stakeholders, and we look forward to having a great day. Some of us may recall in past times there were a number of activities on the calendar to mark the 16 Days of Activism. The Motorcade, which used to be staged by the National Organization of Women now, generated much interest among the stakeholders. So too did Walk a Mile in Her Shoes. Women walk a mile in her heel shoes as a symbolic enactment of women's experience with sexualized violence. These were but some of the activities which were eagerly looked forward to, and the Bureau of Gender Affairs is committed to regaining that level of interest and enthusiasm as it relates to the commemoration of the 16 Days of Activism.
Head of the Institute for Gender and Development at the University of the West Indies, Dr. Halima Deshon, said the statistics point to gender being at the heart of specific cases of domestic violence.
I continue to observe how harmful ideologies of gender are institutionalized within our social systems and how these manifestations at both the societal and interpersonal levels persist. When men, for example, rationalize their violence against women as a consequence of women's presumed infidelity, as an effect of provocation by women, as a consequence of women's non-performance of domestic chores, or as a breach of some supposed arrangement of power in the household, gender is at the center of those explanations.
Now, during the feature address, Deputy Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of People Empowerment, Mark Franklin, said COVID-19 significantly impacted gender-based violence.
Countries had to, at some point, institute lockdowns to manage the spread of the virus. Women found themselves in households where there was no escape, even if temporary, from the perpetrator or potential perpetrators. It is therefore not surprising that many countries reported an increase in domestic abuse cases. Barbados was no exception. The Family Conflict Unit within the then Royal Barbados Police Force and the National Organization of Women both acknowledged that there was an increase in gender-based violence cases during the lockdowns.
The 16 Days of Activism campaign ends on December 10th. Cheyne Jones, CBC News.